Hello everybody, how's it going? Andy Rome's here, coming at you with another session of Metaphor ReFantazio. Stay tuned. Last time we were able to get Juna on our team. So, because now we have Juna, we're gonna go see a priestess. Priestess Sanctress. Grumbling Nydia.
What am I gonna do?
Oh, there's no mistaking it. That was Juna herself, and I saw her with my own two eyes. She's an inspiration, a star of hope for all of us, Nydia. But what could she be doing in Grand Trod right now? Juna pulls so much attention. Oh, laddie, think I've maybe had too much to drink. I thought I saw the songstress Juna with my own two eyes. I must have gotten into the good stuff if I'm hallucinating her walking around. Yeah, it probably wouldn't help cutting back on drinking, you know. Oh, to think I see you in the capital so soon. Oh, the dude from the Coliseum. Stories of the exhibition have already spread this far. When I first saw you on the evening of the royal funeral, at the time, oh no, it's somebody different. I never would have imagined that you would be one of the most capable candidates.
Humans? You're not serious.
It's that creepy Elda boy. It's disgusting the way you maintain the pretense of being a legitimate candidate for the throne. I was so glad to see you gone. Why do you again pollute Grand Trod streets with your presence? We just have some business at the church. The church, you dare impinge upon that sacred ground?
Oh, come off it.
Saint Rella is there too. Oh yeah, Saint Rella, that's her name. What a disgrace. It's disgusting that they allow filth like you into there. She's so hateable. Oh, that was Juna passing through there just now, you know? That songstress? I don't think my eyes were fooling me. Whoever she was right gorgeous. Oh, just seeing her done up like that makes me hate how shabby I look. Hey, if you had the money, you never know.
Stupendous. Close your eyes.
Let's go.
Rella's inside the church. Let's go.
So?
We will in a moment.
An elder. Oh, very nice.
Sometimes I see crazy things when I go out for a walk at night. Like that there. That's Juna over there, isn't it? That has to be her, right? Well, I knew it. Wow. I've got a Clemar acquaintance who's a big fan of her. We go out for drinks sometimes, and this guy just keeps talking on and on about Juna. That bloke's gonna be awfully jealous.
Hey, mister.
Aha. Wonder if I could be idiot. Gone to shop.
Whoa. Was that Juna coming out of your gauntlet runner just now? What kind of relationship do you two have? Don't tell me. It can't be that Juna is piloting your gauntlet runner. No. Alright, let's go. To the church. She really does stick out like a sore thumb, though.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment. Hello. How can I help you? Juna.
Long time no see. Sorry for all of us storming the place.
And you're the one who was at the exhibition.
Right. Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister. Adopted sister, that is. Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden in Tilbrile Haven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts Father's efforts to shame, eh?
Ugh, social climbing. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that's why you're here.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
Where did you get this?
I know it's asking a lot, but could you share anything you know? Without asking too many questions?
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget. Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell, popularly known as a curse.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown. As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on.
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full. As His Royal Guard, 'tis my duty to punish the treasonous snake responsible.
Then surely the man who penned this was Luis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Luis. You're a holy woman, so I couldn't ask your forgiveness. But if you could at least understand.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me.
Oh, Rella.
But I'm a bit relieved. I heard rumors Luis had swept you off your feet and you'd been hanging on his arm since. I worried for you so, Juna. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Juani's Cygnus, and my life is...
Yes, your life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else. I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
No! Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh, you didn't have to put it like that.
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effects are... enduring. As long as the magic's source continues to exist, the effect shall never fade. The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting, this one is designed to perpetually draw on the magic of the caster.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide. Sounds just like him.
But
that's horrible.
I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this. This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone.
What?
Then I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing? You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
She won't need
She's
it.
strong enough to do that herself.
She is. I know she's far stronger than I am. But she'll charge headlong into any danger, so please, watch over her. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna is welcome here, so stop by any time you like.
The future.
The
I'm
curse
gonna be
is
playing
impossible to
Xenoblade. Xenoblade 3 in specific. I already beat 1 and 2. I have no interest in replaying 1 and
Did I
2.
miss a funeral?
3
I've
though.
never seen you lot so gloomy.
What do we do now?
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll. And now, we are no further than when we started.
Plenty of assassins have come for Luis, but the king's magic works every time. They all died frozen in agony.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and magic arts.
This might be the end.
Still, we have to stop Luis, no matter what. The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Luis, and eventually we'll get our chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming.
So essentially, Will, our
can
main
use a
character,
break in the
has to
gauntlet.
win the has to win this competition. If we take Juna out in public, we might attract a crowd. We can't risk Louise catching on where in the royal capital. At least for today, I'll ask her to stand runner away from prying eyes.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people.
Yes.
as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva. And I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
Right this way, milady.
Well, no point getting reckless now. Let's think about this some more tomorrow. By the way, what have you been doing all this time, Eurus?
Thinking, mostly. Been having a good old ponder ever since I saw Luis's Skyrunner in the air. Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic levitatory. But then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any valid point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though, and got myself all crunched up in the process. I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence, when they told me I was to be demoted.
Can I go to bed now?
I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, incorporating it into the Gauntlet Runner. But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. Afraid of failure. You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. And here I sit moping, The way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies. It'll take time, no doubt, but I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts. And when I fly, I'll do it my way.
You can change or add members to your party from the party option. Reserve members gain less experience at the end of battle than active participants, and you can never remove the protagonist, of course.
What now?
Oh! That's interesting. I don't know what to give Juna immediately. She'll definitely need a secondary. Oh. Do we have any clerics? Okay, you do have a cleric, okay. We could make Juna the brawler.
I see.
Juna!
Fascinating. This right here, all right? I'm counting. Of course.
We'll give her the healer so that she can get a heal skill.
I knew I could do it!
You were fortunate indeed to find an unexpected ally in the midst of a hostile territory. Hulkenberg had much to say on the fame and accomplishments of both Juna and Rella. I must confess a near total ignorance of modern trends and those that set them. What about you? 'Tis a bit setback that we've lost the means to break His Highness's curse. Yet 'twould serve nothing to only wallow in dismay. If the only path that remains is slaying Louise, we must seek new strength with new zeal. With zeal renewed.
Damn it!
After all we did to get into Luisa's good graces and secure the formula, does it weigh on you that all of our efforts have been spit in the wind? Nothing is wasted. That's the spirit. Know that I'm here for you should you ever start to despair. It's times like this when I'm hardened by Juna's bright positivity. God, they shrooms.
All right.
We're gonna use a toilet.
Right. Got it.
Ooh. Secretest of secrets. Curse love ballad. Sweeter than poison.
Really? Time for bed.
All right then.
What's this? The code seems to have been deciphered even further. We may have a clue to the lost relic. Huh. So if I am remembering correctly, we've had up to 6 characters at this point now because of Grius. Oh, there's Juna. Well, that certainly could have turned out worse than it did. All thanks to your engineer, I assume. That crazy uncle-looking chap? Yep. He must be quite the tinkerer, huh? Not that your runner holds a candle to Louisa's. That aside, I wish you all wouldn't stand on ceremony with... I wish you all wouldn't stand on ceremony with me. I'm on your side now, truly.
Sure.
Good night.
Are we gonna have a night session with Juna reading the book?
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
You're still awake. What's the matter?
Can't sleep?
Well, that is rather the problem. I'm wide awake. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night. He won't find out about our mission.
I should probably have Juno return any Magla keys we found on the Chartrius too, just to be safe. I'll give them to her later.
You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am, and you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it? The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war. Oh, how inspiring. It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts. No matter their status or tribe. We Nydia, we're all liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless. Just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form. It's all just a fancy disguise, really. A gilded mask for the world to admire. Or not. No, do forgive me. That was all lies, lies, lies. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely, but you should always have the freedom to. If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs. No matter what happens.
Juno and I talked into the night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out.
Is this going to be the final challenge or the second to last challenge since Luis is joining the competition?
The 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. All others will be disqualified. I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed winner, bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctifex Forden! And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the warrior monk captain, Master Guido! Furthermore,
in the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normalcy.
Ha! Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man.
yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump in popularity since the exhibition. The lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctress Joanna. Valiant human slayer. Yes, it's the young elder.
Right. Wasn't expecting that one.
Well.
Famous in a single night. Just like that, he's in the top 20.
Oi, crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladel or something. No sign of him, probably saw the writing on the wall and dropped out.
So it really was all talk then? A disgrace to the Rusum, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star by the name of Katharina. Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Virga Island.
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race.
Ooh, a budget.
That's the bell.
It seems like it anyways.
Waiting, ladies and gents. It's
Oh,
time
never mind. I thought it was going to a cutscene.
round of the tournament for the throne.
For the
First of all,
throne.
Congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the winners of the first round. Let's give them a hand.
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juna this morning either.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their next challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is recovering and offering a divine relic!
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything. You'll not want to forget this, so we've arranged for you to hear it from an unforgettable voice. To tell us more, please welcome to the stage our guide, our songstress, the lovely Lady Juna!
How does her hair stand up like that?
Sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes! Your next destination is Altaberry Heights, the capital of the Principality of Montario.
They use so much
You are to gather
hairspray.
there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject sanctism. They care nothing for salvation. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of sanctism, Altaberry Heights in Montario. Please deliver them to their rightful place in God's hands. May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good fortune and the favor of God. I pray for your success.
Got a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively
Yeah,
bright
she
at your
does.
heart.
Focus, Iceland, focus.
By the deadline of the second
Aww.
round, Altaberry will
Hulkenberg
begin the
has a crush.
festivities for the autumnal Montario Saints' Day. This This two-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection of the pagan relics. To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the Tournament for the Throne begin!
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder! They would steal our very culture!
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altabury. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
Looks like our first job's come in. These men have me running all over.
Yeah, they do.
We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladel incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival. Good on ya.
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread, and he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with the god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it by force. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What are you planning to do?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. For now, you need only follow my orders. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodius.
Dracodios. The Draco implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saints' Day, and bring it to me.
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them, should they fail.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy lance?
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me. Prove you think as well as you fight. May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
The interaction between the main cast of characters to Louise is kind of really well done. It's extremely impressive. So far, the only thing we know for sure is that it's called the Dracadios. I guess we have no choice but to gain some info. Let's go.
What now?
Did the music change up? For some reason, it sounds like it sounds more epic. Oh, you there. I know you from the thingy. Right, from the king, right? Eeks, he reeks of alcohol. I don't want to ask him anything, but we might as well since we're here. Do you know anything about the Divine Lance or any Mastari?
Really?
Divine Lance? Violence? Mastari, the ones with the mask. I saw someone eating in the tavern with a mask. They don't even take off their masks when they eat. I don't know how they do it. Or wait, maybe they do take their masks off, actually. At least we know Mastari was sighted at the tavern, I think.
Well met, eh? You are.
The Divine Lance, was it? That's some pagan crap, ain't it? Go ask one of them, not a Clemar like me. Have you seen any Mastari around then? Someone who seems like they know about it. I told you I don't know anything, didn't I? Find a crowd and you can bet there'll be a Mastari or two there. Now bugger off. I think they might avoid crowds, if I'm being honest, but maybe it's worth checking the tavern.
So foolish.
You're that Elda. You've got some nerve. How dare you show your face in front of a believer? You had a Sanctuarist executed simply to improve your status, didn't you? Immoral, blasphemous Elda. It's not just your filth. Lately, there's some pagans loitering around, despoiling these areas too. You tainted, barbaric tribe shall be punished by his eminence Forden and by God. Wow, did you hear that? Did you hear what he said through all that crap about pagans being nearby? At least we got something out of his diatribe. Other than a headache. I wonder if one of them's still around. Let's search.
Just can't stand it. You're not serious.
So
Wonderful.
Oh, fine.
All those able-bodied candidates gathering here for the exhibition of the brave. This is the best. I can't wait to see them showcasing their skills in the Colosseum. Those perfectly chiseled muscles straining against brutal beasts. Yeah, sure, but before we've got to eat beforehand, remember? So let's just tone it down for now.
What am I gonna do? Eh? Grand, innit?
Do me.
A Mastari? No, I don't know anything. I'm busy, so I'll be taking
Wait a second.
Wait, anything's fine, so whatever info you have, you know. For popular candor, your information gathering methods are awfully amateur. Did you speak to anyone else before calling out to me? You can't just talk to a couple people and expect to find what you're looking for. Put in some legwork, talk to everyone, and don't be picky. But with that said, you should choose the place you search carefully. There are plenty of people too busy to give you the time of day, but if it were me, I'd head off to the tavern and ask patrons relaxing there. Now, that's all the help I have for you. Good day. Maybe he's actually kind of nice, isn't he? Want to take his advice and head to the tavern? Yeah.
Well met, eh?
Hey, mister.
Ooh, blade riding, sword surfer.
Do me. Beg pardon.
What am I gonna do?
Aha.
Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition. Wonderful.
I'm just... Hey.
Excuse me. Oh, it's you two. Why address me while I'm enjoying a meal? I am a customer of this tavern. I have no obligation to respond to any unfamiliar fairies. If you want to know something, it's common sense to ask an employee first. Do you disagree? No, I don't. Well then, let's talk to the lady who owns this place first. I'm glad you understand. Good day to you.
Incredulous. I'm just incredulous.
Oh, grand.
I mean, fair.
Hey, listen. Huh?
Can I help you? Something tells me you're not here to eat. I have a question. Ever heard of the Divine Lance? A Divine Lance. Not sure if I'm the best person to ask about this sort of thing. No, wait, someone outside was rambling on just about that a bit ago. Had a large mask on. Must have been Mastari. He seems awfully bothered about it. He was bothered about the lance. Sounds like he may know something. Any idea where he went? I believe he mentioned something about taking a boat to the island. He must have been headed towards the coast by the Merchant's Bazaar, wouldn't you say?
So...
If we hurry, we might be able to catch him. Let's head to the Merchant's Bazaar! Whee! Yay! Oh.
Hey.
You're Mistari, right? Are you the one talking about in the tavern? We're trying to learn anything about the Divine Lance. Maybe you can fill us in. Seek your answers from the chief, not me. He's set to return to the island via ship any moment now. He'll be wearing a mask and carrying a staff, both passed down for generations. If that's the case, we'd better hurry to the Merchant's Bazaar.
Oi! Oi! Right.
What is it?
I saw the village chief just a moment ago. I heard he was participating in the tournament, but he appeared genuinely upset. I wonder if everything's alright. Did you hear that? I don't think it's this guy, though.
Wonder if I could have been one of them. Wonderful. But that...
Welcome.
Hang on.
Ah! I was checking.
Now what you need?
Glodell stopped giving speeches after debating that Elda candidate, just like an underling to turn tail at the first sign of trouble.
How do I wind up here? But that...
Yeah? Whoa. Check this.
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him, and damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
They've really crossed the line.
Wait. You're not with the Sanctus Church.
Nope.
One of the few who aren't, it seems.
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Draco Dios.
The Lance of the Dragon God? So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure. The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Virga Island, then? 'Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mistari, and it remains the only place in the land where Sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish Sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
We don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way. Take my word. It's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
Well, sounds like Dracodios is on Virga Island somewhere. Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Virga Island embark from
And this is where Nuris comes in.
Ontario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Virga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's ballywell conquer this inland sea ourselves. Ha ha ha!
Yeah.
Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Tell. You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days.
I mean, true.
Look, the whole Gladel mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
Yep.
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Hell yeah,
Right,
he
right.
is.
While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his run all to myself.
He did have like a
Believe
month
you
or
me,
like
I got
so.
quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmeiland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Ontario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right. Nuris, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather, we're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Nothing like a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think?
Makes for an
they're on
interesting narrative. And they're big on sailing.
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladel incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials and make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready. Ready to depart? Now then.
Well met. Now what am I to do?
I don't think there's really anything we can do else. And we've already picked up the majority of our stuff too.
Let's go see.
I do want to stop by this place to see if they got anything new.
Greetings. Well then.
The Magnus brothers.
Let's go see.
Wonderful.
Young man.
Young man. Young man. Young man.
Ready to depart?
I'm good to go.
Virga Island is this spot right here. Wonder how many days away it is. Oh.
Alrighty.
Tis actually moving. A fine effort.
Was it ever in doubt?
Yeah, a
You're
bit.
the master of the helm, my dear.
Virga Island, eh? Well, I can say it's wholly foreign to me.
Tis a land within an archipelago where many Mustari live. I've heard their faith involves a special maiden of some kind.
How have they managed to avoid the church's influence? I doubt they've the manpower or arms to fend off the crown theocracy.
There's something there that could overturn history, as the Sanctists tell it. Something so damning they couldn't even afford their soldiers seeing it. So the rumors say, at least. Might just be a conspiracy theory.
As for this dragon god's lance, we shall need to negotiate.
If negotiations are even on the table.
Ugh, why all the fuss? Just kill him and take it.
Nothing else works, yeah? Keep it simple.
It's always kill, kill, kill with you two.
Hey, Lord Luis's orders. Don't need to tell you, do I?
Yet you'd impugn Count Luis's reputation with wanton massacre. Simple, was it?
Ugh, give it a rest. Are we there yet?
Hard to talk strategy with those two hanging around.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your ears on this! The elder boy candidate seems to have crossed the channel to the island! On a gauntlet runner too!
Is he alright? They say the waters are clear amongst us now, but...
If he made it, that means my husband can go out fishing again, doesn't
Maybe.
it?
I have to say, I expected at least one daredevil to try plowing straight through the inner sea, but I never thought it'd be that boy.
That's the same lad who exposed that lady from Martira, isn't it? He's not bad.
But Virga Island's infamous people. Treacherous! Even the Crown Theocracy struggled with them for years. So how will this shake out? The festivities have just begun.
The Gauntlet Runner takes to the water in its new form, setting out to the wide open sea. Their destination, Virga Island, an enigmatic foreign land that not even the long arm of Sanctism can reach. Not all present now would count themselves as allies. Will this prove difficult, or something else entirely?
Nura speaking.
Heismaid's got his fishing gear laid out on the deck. If you're keen on learning, ask him. Can't promise I'll stop if you slip overboard, though, so be careful. Ha! Ooh, we got fishing. Having Juna and those brothers around has certainly made the Gauntlet Runner livelier.
Seriously.
I was wondering what sort of rubbish excuse of a ship I'd find, but I've got to admit, the insides are impressive compared to the rest of it, at least. I thought I'd finally got used to the runner's motion, but waves are a whole new beat. I'd rather not look pathetic in front of those two brothers, but I'm afraid there's no helping it now.
Well met. Well then.
Okay, so
I think that dish, that's a dish Juna recommends. Let me go call her.
got a second?
Now, the most important thing we have to consider is who will be partaking of our meal. What are they like? What are their tastes? All of this matters. First, you need to visualize a meal, then you pick the ingredients that look like they'll get you there. Intuition is key. Wow, if this tastes as good as it smells, won't that be amazing? Yes, there's definitely something going on there. Don't underestimate texture. These little blobs are cute, and these, oh, look at how they shine. Now that our ingredients are carefully selected, we move to the main phase, preparation. She's cheering for us. Let's go. You can cook anything as long as you believe. Come on, I'm right behind you. Food can tell if you're worried, you know. Put your positive intentions into it, and it's bound to show up in the end. It's smelling great already. I call it Cursed Love Ballad. Considering the feelings we put into it, it's bound to move the heart of whoever eats it. Thank you, Juna.
All right then.
Let's go.
All right then. Let's head there right away.
Speaking of,
This is some runner your man's put together, full of weird things I've never seen before. Spends his off hours working on the runner too, does he? A sea breeze is perfect until you smell the fish and feel your hair. I'm quite ready to make landfall, actually. Even moving at such speed, it looks like I can still catch fish. No idea how that works. Perhaps they're drawn by the runner's magla crystals, or perhaps they're just curious. Either way, I certainly won't want for entertainment on our way to the island.
All right then. All right then. Let's head there right away. All right then. Let's go.
What does fishing do?
What now?
What does it help us with? Is it mainly with food?
Oh, jeez.
Isn't that Heisma's fishing gear? I was wondering.
Understood.
Yeah, let's fish.
The truth is,
Indeed, I thought I'd do some fishing, but I don't have any good bait. Do you have anything that might work? What do you mean, bait? I have tail bait. Maybe it's all this staring at the water surface, but I'm starting to feel a bit queasy. Sway with the waves. I suppose I'll give it a try. What? A bite. It's a strong one, but I'm stronger.
here we go. Then
As the sun dips below the horizon and the stars begin to reflect off the water's surface,
Oh, jeez. Understood.
Then
It changes up? Really? Give in to nap time.
The fight is on.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Think like a fish.
The fight is on. A fearsome one.
Huh.
Here we go. Then.
But I hate that you don't get any
As the
like
sun dips
virtues
below
from
the
it.
horizon and the stars begin to reflect off the water's surface, the Gauntlet Runner reaches the shore. Lurking below the surface, in the black and fathomless deep, are the eager eyes of predatory hunters. But the party, safe inside their Gauntlet Runner, relaxes from the burdens of their voyage, gazing out over calm waters.
Quite.
I don't anticipate any monsters attacks. I don't anticipate any monster attacks like we'd see on land, but you never know. I'd best keep the emergency lights on just in case. Though to be honest, no run-of-the-mill monster could possibly capsize my sea runner. Gwahaha!
Got it.
If you think I'm gonna take my eyes off you just because it's past sundown, think again. You want to try something? Go ahead, see what happens. Count Louise won't be asking me to justify myself. We clear? I admit I was half thinking the stinky little Gauntlet Runner was gonna sink any second, but did a decent job running today. And out of all the candidate runners, this one's pretty fast for what it is, yeah? Not that I'd set 1 foot on it without Lady Juna being here.
All right then. Go.
Is this Highsway?
Ah, it's you. If so.
What's the thing I want to bring up the most? I need to bring up courage.
All right then.
Let's go. Oh my.
I'm so bored, and I'm not in the mood to sing. It sure would be nice to have someone to talk to.
Bye.
Also, everybody is about imagination right now.
Oh my.
So now we have to find the Masari tribe's divine relic. Isn't that fabulous? Calling this an absurd demand would be an understatement. But I must admit, if we can't handle this, then Louise will never acknowledge us. We must absolutely succeed. We can do it with you.
Yeah.
But of course, don't forget, we're also relying on you to lead. You better do right by us. I'm just happy to have this opportunity to fight alongside you. Living under Luis's foot was a lonely place to be, you know? I've held my ground thus far, though if I'm honest, I was scared the whole time. I had to talk myself into keeping a stiff upper lip to say. But being past that, I feel more hope than I ever have. I'm not alone anymore, and I have faith that we'll save the prince.
Now then.
That was a lot.
Why, that's...
Cool. Staying up late is terrible for your skin, but seeing as we're already at it, why don't we chat a bit longer?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, goodness.
This mugginess is my worst enemy. I don't mind the ocean, but being at sea makes my hair 10 times harder to manage.
Sure.
I know exactly what you mean. The salty air makes it so much worse. Hey, Hulkenberg, what do you do with your hair at sea?
Yes.
I find that the sweat buildup by swinging a weapon quickly relieves one of concerns over such trifling matters. Speaking of, would you care to spar, Juna? Oh, I don't think so. I'm quite the wrong person for that, in fact. But tell you what, if I find anyone to comb out these knots, I'll see if I can find you a... If I find anyone to help comb out these knots, I'll see if I can find you a sparring partner. They say the island is barbaric, but I wonder what it'll truly be like.
What now?
Alright, honest quick break. So BRB dudes. Hello, I have returned. Alright, what are we doing right now? Hello. You got a pretty good kitchen. Not as nice as Luis's, but I'm sure I could get a halfway decent meal going. We've just finished game. 'Twas most illuminating. A sign, watchdog or no, it does us both good to sharpen our tactics together. Figure you lot wouldn't be much use in a fight, but you're better than you look. Suppose you former knights are good for more than grandstanding and pretentious speeches.
This is...
Where is Juna? The currents around here really are a trick to navigate, ho-ho, but a bit of choppy waters aren't enough to sway old Nuris.
All right, then.
Let's go.
All right, then. Let's head there right away. All right, then. Let's go. Let's not. All right, then.
Let's go.
Where is Juna? Oh my god. Scared me. I found these cramped sleeping arrangements amusing at first, but the novelty wears off fast. I keep hearing things at night too, and I don't know what it is. I'm not sleeping well. I hate it here. Stroll time.
Hey. Now then.
All right.
How much was that?
Come look at this.
I look away for a second.
The gauntlet runner halts at a sandy hollow that suddenly arises from the sea. The towering seawall. It is not an island or a reef, but a mass of sand expanding below sea level. There is no sign of a water flow. There are many places in Oceania where the laws of nature fail, but here it is especially evident. The surface drops as though it were gouged out. Still, best not to be distracted by the spectacular. Monsters roam the deep, and tales of people being dragged below are not uncommon.
Incredible!
Wow, the sea's been split in two, and we're standing on the seafloor. This is what magma anomalies are capable of. It's the same principle that maintains the water sphere in Browhaven, but by Jove, this is on a whole nother level entirely. Del, are you sure about all this? This water ain't about to come down on us, is it? Wanna go back into the runner?
Hey.
Nope.
No, I'm fine, really. Someone's gotta keep an eye on you lot after all. Look, there's fish swimming in the well of water. It's, I've never seen such shiny fish. Huh? Hulkenberg, what are you doing?
Enough.
You're not thinking of spear fishing through the seawall, are you? I was merely considering how I could secure today's allotment of rations. She'd eat those weird-looking fish without a second thought. I suspect that weird luminescence is a defense mechanism. They gather together in the depth and shine to ward off predators. So weaklings that they are. They travel together in a group. Who does that remind you of? Must you sling barbs at every opportunity? It's exhausting. Besides, it's only natural for those lower on the food chain to seek advantages that compensate for weakness. I say, those shining scales would work as excellent dyes. Hulkenberg, my girl, be sure to catch some extra. I'll need a few specimens to dissect. As you wish. I shall catch enough that we shall all dine well. I would rather you didn't. The supplies we receive in town more than meet our needs. Besides, the sky looks ominous. A storm likely approaches. I see. If that's the consensus, then let us head back. I feel not the least bit of regret, I assure you.
Let's go.
He's got a point. The seawall might even collapse in the rain. And I'd rather not find out.
All right.
Here you go, lad. A drawing of the seawall. I made sure that the glowing fish were depicted as true to life as my hand allows.
As the water sparkling in the setting sun begins to lose the light shimmer, the gauntlet runner reaches the calm surface of the reef. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
What terrible rain. It will be a storm soon enough. Can this vessel withstand it?
It's doing better than me, at least. Suppose we do owe Forden, if only because he handled that sea monster. Closure, etc.
Did we hit a rock out there or something? Back in a mo, I'll go sneak a look outside.
Those fool brothers are still abed, even in this tempest. Bloody Parapus. Almost makes one envy them.
Right, I heard. You aren't too fond of the Parapus. They both had horrible upbringings, those two. But they really do have kind
Oh, we have
hearts behind the
Parapus on board now.
They've risked
I just
their
realized
lives for
that.
mine countless times. One time, I asked what I could do to repay them, and they came over all red-faced. We'd like to hear you sing, Lady Juna. Your voice is awful pretty, Lady Juna.
Is this a joke to you? You think an outcast Ujief is in no position to speak ill of the Parapus?
What? No, I didn't mean...
Bloody hell, how does anyone sleep on this old bucket? You feel that shaking earlier? Huh? Could cut the air in here with a knife. What were you two on about?
Everyone's life stories, I suppose.
Indeed. Talking about how I dislike the Parapus.
You and the rest of the world. Or do you think you're special?
We don't have to keep dancing around it, do we, Del? Why can't we be straight with them? Just come out with it, yeah? Tell him you still ain't sure that stuff with Glottel was on the level.
If even we're suspicious, there's no way Lord Luis hasn't worked it out already. Not that it matters to me, anyway. Still, I had to make sure, see for myself whether Lady Juna is on our side or not.
Come on, you two.
Something's out there! Look outside! It's a monster! A
And the Parapus would have joined our team anyways. would be Katharina, I would assume, right?
What's happening?
Our prep.
The sea monster's still about. We cannot allow damage His Highness Runner. This rocking, I can hardly stand. I can't go on like this.
Seriously.
Bloody hell. Can't stand these floating rust buckets. We'll talk later. Let's just do something about it, will ya?
What to do?
And don't especially mind the shaking, but all this creaking from the hull can't be good. If we don't do something fast, we'll surely flood.
No way!
What in God's name is that? Didn't they say Forden defeated the monster? Yeah, here it is, carousing through a stormy sea.
You having a laugh?
What's this monster's problem? If Lady Juna gets hurt, it's your neck on the line.
What now?
What is that thing?
The hell are you doing? This supposed to be you helping those in need, or help?
Now! Hurry!
You alright, still? You realize this changes nothing. We're still...
Is that a human?
Oh,
Don't charge
Christ,
straight
dude.
at it. We've got the arms. We'll clear him out of the way.
Got it. If we don't kill the thing, we're all sunk.
Don't get used to it.
Yeah! Come on, over there!
Now's our chance!
They made the Magnus brothers really cool in that moment.
We'll slice up some more of the bastard's legs, stick to the body, and take out what limbs you can. I don't know about you, but I'm not dying today. Let's get this over with.
If this keeps up, the runner's wrecked! Can we get those giant legs off us?
Changing your party in battle. To switch out your party members during battle, press LB to access the order view, then select parties. Switching members consumes one turn icon.
Rear guard. Forward!
Oh, I need to go get more, damn it. Okay.
Let's go.
Is there another way?
Lend me your strength.
Maybe there's a better...
Wizard! Roar!
This'll be over. This is just what I need. Raging fire!
No holding back! Right there!
I stand
Looks
ready.
like we can't brute force through this one. If this keeps
We
up,
need
the
a
runner's
weakness.
wrecked.
Come forth, Royal
Those
Soul!
giant legs off us. Looks like we can't brute force through
Free.
this one. Mask dancer!
Are you prepared? Sniper, withdrawing! I'll hold my ground!
Magic Knight! Not this one. Moving to the front, to the rear. I shall be as a
Falling back.
I've got just as I can get personal
Juna and Will.
Time to go offense. I call upon royal power within. Pierce!
For all that we strive for!
No.
Into the fray! Magic Knight!
Not now.
With blade in hand!
Hulkenberg got them right in
I'll
the
show
weak
you the
spot.
essence of truth.
Forward!
To the rear guard. Charging in. Let's work together.
Get him! You hit their weakness! Don't underestimate. That's your opening, Captain!
Guarding seems the wise move.
I'm stepping. They'll not break my defenses.
We got a weakness at least.
If we can take out some legs, that'll be
Maybe.
Let's set it up, right? Give it all you got. Hit their weakness. This'll be my call upon the royal soul. Raging fire.
To the fore! Are you prepared? Sniper. Run them through!
Right on target.
I stand
Nice one,
ready.
Stroll.
I shall be as a shield.
Falling back. Ready for impact.
Moving to the. This is just what I need.
I'll hold my ground.
Join with me. Allies, together. Comrades, lend me your strength.
Coordination is key!
Burst forth!
Hulkenberg got them right in their
It's okay, time for some close comp. Let's work together.
I'll lend a hand, Mark. You hit their weakness. Don't. I'll be fine. That's your opening, Captain.
Let's see how this plays out.
To safer ground!
I'll get some distance.
Dun 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 dun.
Up close and personal. I'll show you. Now for a grand maneuver. This might be a good strategy.
Closing the distance. Stepping back.
I stand, behold! We stand together!
If you would, Hulkenberg got them right in their
It's
weak
okay.
spot.
Let's go. No. Ready for impact.
I'll give defending for now.
I'll hold my ground.
By the I shall be as a shield.
Ba-dum.
Charging in. I'm all prepared.
Get after it, Lo. Hit their weakness. Don't. If I can get no one here fights alone.
To the fore! Withdrawing! Sniper! Pierce!
Is everyone all right?
To the rear guard. Guard up!
Moving back.
Stroll would be able to last it.
My limbs feel heavy.
Stroll's been hit with a sickness. We're in trouble.
I shall
with the
vanquish
weakness.
evil. Let's see how this plays out.
Charging in, comrades! Lend me your strength. Not this hit. Oh, power of heroes! No. To the rear guard, come! Are you all right?
Helped.
That helped. I will... forward! Let's set it up!
If you would, you hit their weakness. I've defended. That's your opening, Captain.
Guarding seems the wise move.
By the I shall be as a shield.
Falling back.
Is he hit with Malady?
Stroll's been hit with moving to the front. Guards We're in trouble with him weakened.
Closing the distance. Moving to the... Are you prepared?
Into the front. Allies, together!
Get after it, Hulkenberg got them right
Charging
in
in.
their weak spot.
We'll do this together.
Get him! You hit their weakness. Don't under. This is your opening, Captain.
Uh-oh. I thought I might have been able to kill that time, but I think I might die.
Is everyone okay? You've got to heal up.
I got lucky.
Time to go offense.
Okay?
I shall vanquish evil.
You look like you're
Stepping back.
Juna got hit with a malady.
My
Her
strength.
abilities are way
Let
down.
justice prevail. Oh,
Hulkenberg got them right in
Let's
their
stay
weak
calm.
spot.
Come forth, royal soul. No, by this power. Roar!
I got super lucky. No one died. Let's go.
Not bad, eh?
Nice.
I
I shall strive to...
Marvelous! I feel stronger already!
We overcame it somehow.
I can't believe this! There are still monsters out here! Forden lied! He lied to everybody!
Either he lied, or he didn't know. Maybe the humans are spreading faster than anyone expected.
Oh, first time we've seen you lot really cut loose. That sure was magic, even with no igniters. Guess that's the kind of power that kills humans. And you can do it too, Lady Juna.
Yeah.
Well, I picked it up from him. You know I've a knack for improvising, love. But we'd never have gotten through this without you two helping us. Thank you.
Of course, my lady.
Wait, my bad!
Don't mention it. Wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Wait, something's amiss. I still hear water flowing, but it's coming from inside the runner.
Blast! We're dipping awfully low. Getting a bit soggy in here, chums.
Hold on, we're sinking! You've got to be kidding!
Bail the
Wait,
water.
why is this a
You
joke
two,
situation?
help us.
What? You can't just order us... Oh, this bloody rust bucket.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It was a long day yesterday, huh? I'm glad that we lived to see another morning. I am very happy that we survived and are still afloat. But after bailing all that water out, 'twould seem that my poor back was a casualty of the incident. You really came through in a pinch, I must say. It's all thanks to you that my dear girl is well and safe. We must repay those old bones of yours for their sterling service. Too true. Maybe a day off would get those brothers to lighten up a bit too. So how about it, darlings? Let's take a day to just relax and watch the ocean.
Come on!
Would have been a pleasant trip if not for that monster. I had no idea such a calamity awaited us. I suppose you're too young for something like that to mess to tire you out. Well, I have a mind to meditate and recover. Care to join me? Hajime seems relaxed. This might be a chance to have a genuine conversation with him.
Goodbye.
Think about it. Oh. That's so odd. Huh. You really fixed that hole in the runner? Thought we were sunk there for sure. God, how long have you been there for? Well, whatever. Good thing we managed to pull things off yesterday, eh? Basilio doesn't seem as defensive as usual. Now might be a good chance to improve things with him a little. Are those two gonna join the crew? That'd be kind of insane.
Oh?
Oh, you've been there the whole time? Feel like listening to me sing, do you?
A second.
Good timing. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. Do you have a moment to spare? Oh my god. Why now? Why everyone? What do you want? I'm here. I'm trying to guard Juna here. Ugh, you're such a bloody bother. If you've something to say, out with it.
Lee? Alright then.
Let's go!
Man, I want to talk to everybody genuinely like this. What the hell? Why limit me?
Alright then. Go.
This is a bothersome thing about this game, dude, where it's like you have missable scenarios like this and it's meant for replays and such, and I get that. But damn it. Where the hell's Stroll?
Alright then.
Let's go!
There you are. The sea so calm. It's like yesterday never happened. The runner's riding smoothly, monster slain in our wake. I could hardly ask for better. Parting the very waves to go on, an incredible sight. What say you, Will? Will you come and enjoy the view as well? The breeze is most pleasant here.
I see. I see.
You even have it with Gallica?
All right then. Let's head there right away.
Unfair. Unfair.
What do you want?
Let's talk. Fine. But only a little bit. Not like you'd shut up about it if I said no.
What do you want?
If you're trying to get closer to me, you're wasting your time. I just wanted to chat.
No.
You couldn't lie to a mirror, mate. You're just trying to win us over. Well, fine. Suppose I could use this opportunity too. See, I've got one warning for you.
A word of warning.
If you try anything funny with Lady Juna, I'll make you regret ever being born. Seems like Fidelio doesn't trust me at all. I'd remember that if I were you. You done talking? What? Do you think I was gonna thank you for yesterday? Not at all.
No.
Hardly makes a difference if I live or die anyway.
Seriously.
Well, it's true that you ended up being the one to save Lady Juna and protect Basalio. For that, at least, thank you.
Well?
No matter what your agenda is.
Listen.
I didn't have time to think. It was just instinct, that's all. Starting to sound like Basalio there. Well, a debt's a debt. Think what you want about me, but I've got me own code. I'll return the favor before long.
Leave?
But don't get it twisted, yeah? That's the end of this conversation. I'm not out here to stand around chatting with the likes of you. Ah, shit. Losing my damn mind out here. Whatever. Here, now bugger off. Handmade flute. Saw a parapist peddler in Browhaven selling souvenirs. Bought this on a whim. Gave me this whole story about how it sound wards off evil. I'm not planning on dying out here with you idiots. It's just for peace of mind, but it's better than nothing. Well, we'll be at the encampment soon. And while I have your ear, your ship rocks like a bucket in a storm. Tell that clumsy driver of yours if he doesn't shape up, I'll throw him overboard and sail it myself. And I'm dead serious, like. Oh. Is he going to become one of our supporters?
Surface gives way to the glassy ink of darkness.
Fidelio.
Of remote island. The party gets a good night's rest, grateful for the still land that does not sway them at its whims.
What to pick?
So our arrival's tomorrow. We're finally done spending our night on seas. We'll be hitting Virga Island tomorrow, ye? You say you want to be useful to Count Luis? Then you better put in the work, and remember, we'll be watching.
All right then.
So the majority of it is imagination.
Let's go.
Come on.
Don't much like the sea at night. There's no knowing which ways of waves are coming from, and when I think about accidentally falling... He has casual clothes. Huh.
All right then.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh my.
Oh, if it isn't Will. I'm so bored. Yeah, we'll talk more with Juna. This Gauntlet Runner is such a mystery, isn't it? And in particular, I'm so intrigued by the igniter responsible for the teleportation magic. We happen to be in the middle of a covert operation, so we can't be too free with our words. But if we could, I think we'd cause quite the stir. Let's mass produce it. Let's sell it for a high price. Is the igniter that amazing?
Huh?
Oh, very much so. It's simply on another level, a much higher one of both technology and magic. I studied at the Mage Academy for a spell, and from what I recall, teleportation with magic was deemed impossible. So something like this is the same category as divine relics. Frankly, I'm thankful that nobody will believe in its existence, even if we use it to teleport to the city. But the technology already exists, so perhaps it can be mass-produced. Maybe one day, each household will have their own teleportation igniter.
All right.
Staying up late is terrible, but we can chat for a little bit longer.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Luis has sent an emissary to Virga Island.
As reported by a crier, it's the elder boy who brought Joanna to the judging.
So he stands with Luis then. No doubt he seeks Dracodius.
A gambit to steal the public's gaze, perhaps. Taking a prize from the only land beyond the church's reach. Laughable. The reason we leave those barbarians alone is that we've nothing to gain from them. Your Eminence?
Merely a passing thought.
Let him chase the lance. It changes nothing. With the dawn of Saints' Day, your Eminence's authority will be unshakable as the mountains.
As long as we tell the public that these divine relics truly originated in Sanctism, yes, that should do. The candidates gathered at the Saints' Day Festival will be under the protection of the King's magic. Some of them may use that as a shield to sow violence and discord.
I am aware, Your Eminence. Please, leave everything to your humble servant.
Oh-ho!
And so our long sojourn at sea will come to an end today. We should arrive around noontime, but we must make preparations to berth beforehand. Seems like the weather will be hot and humid. I'd like to hope we could just pop in, grab the lance, and pop right back out. I'd be lying if I said I didn't wish the same, but we'd best prepare for a long stay. This island is infamously insular and closed off. Our welcome will not be a warm one. Maybe I should take a nice cold shower before. Maybe I should take a nice cold shower before we arrive. We don't even know if there'll be any real inns for us to stay in.
Narrowly escaping the threat of the sea monster, the party rides the currents of the inland sea to their destination, Virga Island. Virga is a word given to the island by the mainland, meaning uncivilized. But its inhabitants give this name no purchase. Put another way, we are trespassers from a country that has unilaterally regarded the islanders as heretics. To forget this is to invite pointless conflict. As though it knows it is unwelcome, the Gauntlet Runner glides silently onto the island's less populated rear shore.
I can't take this heat. It's enough to cook a man alive.
All my air fur is stuck together.
Do we really have to go this way? There was a beautiful beach just over there.
Chin up now, milady. Easy to get a good backstab when you're coming up behind him, see?
There will be no stabbing, back or otherwise. Honestly.
It's at least true that coming at them head-on would only alarm them. First, we need to find out where this lance is.
You can bet the runner won't be spotted here, eh?
Got the wide ocean on all sides. The old girl's not exactly unscathed from the beastie's clutches, so I'll stay back for a spot of repairs. Good luck on the lance hut, what?
Who's there? Are you from the outside?
What's wrong?
I thought I heard a voice.
A voice? Whose?
All that salt air gets your head. Our chances out here already aren't looking too good.
So, how do we find this lance?
Ideally, we'd blend in with the locals, gather information. But if they really are all Mustari, that might be a bit tricky. Let's see. To start with, we could try staying hidden and observing the village from afar.
Sounds like a right hassle. How many days would you have us playing hide and seek?
Fair point. How long can we actually stay on this island?
Well, given the deadline for arriving in Altbury, it would be best to get the lance and leave by September the 5th.
The sooner we're out of here, the better. Let's go.
Hey, does this place look familiar to you?
We may be a bit lost.
You're kidding! We can't afford to get lost on some godforsaken island! This is a disaster! Oh, I'm sweating through my outfit! And these weird bugs. I've had enough!
What I give for a snack and a cold tub to dunk me head in.
Need you voice every little complaint? You are not the only ones enduring this trek.
Quiet a moment. Running water nearby. Sounds like an open space. Could be a natural spring of some kind.
What? Really? Let's head that way.
Phew. I suppose we might as well if we're lost.
Whoa!
Anime scene.
It's drinkable. Much clearer than the capital's water, too.
Oh, brilliant. I could use a dip to get the salt off me.
On.
Who are you? Can you hear me? Then surely you must be a messenger of the Dragon God.
Is something amiss?
I'm imagining things.
Could it be a villager?
You must be the...
Priestess!
Is this a Mustari?
Hey, Del. Let's go.
Mainlanders! You're not of this island!
Wait, listen!
Seize them!
Behave yourselves. Now, you're a candidate for the throne, are you not? Here to steal Dracodias, no doubt. And not content with that, you befouled the priestess's cleansing pool. We need hear nothing further. You shall all be executed.
Fastest trial I've had.
Calm down. First off, you can't kill a candidate. Have you not heard of the king's magic?
You beg for your life in vain, wretch.
Hail, I'm told the priestess is ready.
Accept your fate. You're not getting out either way.
What do we do now?
It seems the brothers have fled. Perhaps they've gone to report to Neurus.
I doubt it. Those thugs are here for the lance alone. They care nothing for us.
We can work with that. Can't return without the lance anyway. But I'd rather see if we can break ourselves out, instead of counting on them to save us.
By the way, anyone else find it strange that they recognized a candidate at a glance? I wasn't expecting news to travel this far.
Probably my fault, I'm afraid. They had a lot of questions, and they weren't, gentle about asking.
Loveless? No.
Well,
oh,
fancy meeting
Fatlin.
you here.
What did you do this time?
Oh, you wound me, sir. I was hoping the word of the Crown Theocracy might be worth something here. Turns out, They prefer chains to questions.
But why are you here?
Why else? I heard some helpless, boneheaded twit of a candidate crossed the waters to Virga Island, so I naturally had to follow. I'd thought stowing away on that Mastari candidate ship might get me safely on the island, and, well...
And now who's the helpless twit? This is ridiculous! Why would a crier go to such lengths anyway?
Seemed as good an opportunity as any. I wanted a peek behind the Sanctus curtain, see what the truth really is. For now, we may as well be patient. You'll have your opening soon enough. The people here, well, you'll find they aren't as monolithic as they'd like.
Have you heard? The Sanctus Church has ordered its adherents to seize all divine relics.
Those zealots go too far. Surely this must be the reason for the Dragon God's wrath.
Don't be alarmed, everyone. Please remain calm.
Oh, Adeni.
There are trespassers upon our island, from ships other than the trade vessels. But we have already captured them. Reportedly, one is a candidate, and one is a crier from the Sanctus Church. They seek Dracodios, the lance of the Dragon God. Until now, the Church has hesitated to intrude in our homeland. We can only assume they are making their move.
I knew it. They think they're untouchable. No offense is beneath them.
That damned Thornton. He's not just after our relics. He would silence us forever.
Master Adeni, put them to death! Let us see justice served!
Wait! Our captives have done nothing to hurt any of the islanders.
Why do you hesitate? If they would pervert our dearest beliefs, then they deserve only to be sacrificed. Our livestock are all maddened by disease, our seas are infested with grotesque horrors, and now even our fields lie dead and fallow. The Dragon God must be appeased, else we shall never survive his wrath. It has been our way since time immemorial. When disaster strikes, we offer a sacrifice to the Dragon God that he might ease our woes. It is the most basic of our teachings.
Everyone calm down. All this talk of justice, of sacrifice.
Master Adeni, would you see us repeat the tragedy of the past? With all respect, you abandoned your chase for the throne. You returned to your rightful home. Surely you have accepted that our traditions are the only way. Because of your indecision. Because you faltered in your faith to the Dragon God. Your father and mother both.
I will have silence.
Master Adeni, please. The sacrifice. We cannot simply suffer in silence.
My brother, do not fear. I have just purified myself for the spring. I'm ready to serve as our people's sacrifice.
Yufa.
I am a priestess. I have known from birth that my life's greatest impact would be as an offering to the Dragon God. Indeed, it brings me great pride. I can serve my village in a way the priestesses in times of peace could not. If our island might be saved, I will gladly give my life for it.
Oh, bless you, Priestess Yufa. We will not forget your sacrifice.
This will surely appease the Dragon God. You are our last hope. Priestess Yufa, our salvation, our future.
Our future.
Prepare the ship. I will accompany her to the altar in the Dragon Temple, where Dracodios rests.
Yufa and Adeni.
You catch that? The Dragon Temple. Sounds like that's where we'll find our lads.
I did a bit of reading on Virga Island once. Army reports say it's surrounded by an archipelago, otherwise uninhabited. And one of them islands is nothing but a massive temple.
Not another soul on them. Strange lot, these pagans. Gotta be bloody stupid to build your big important temple out where nobody can get to it.
Could be. Or maybe they weren't the ones who built it. Either way, we'll need a ship.
Sounds like we better hurry and bail our new crewmates out. All this stink in the square probably means less guards on duty.
Ugh.
Come on, Del, we can't leave him high and dry.
The fair Lady Juna likes them, don't she?
And the fair lady's the only one we have to rescue.
Awful cold, Del.
Not getting attached now, are you? You knew going in they might be our traitors. Look, you want to work together, then let me do the thinking, right? I've got all this under control. Oh.
Hey, Del, you're not still hurting from the sea battle, are you?
I'm fine. We'll wait till nightfall. Shadowy business, all this. Lady Juna. Let's get those bindings off. Easy does it now. Calm down, you amateurs.
Oh, thanks. I'd hoped you'd come back for us.
We know where the lance is. Let's move.
Wait, aren't you going to untie the others?
We're your bodyguards, not theirs.
What? Since when do you follow orders to the letter?
I've already told you we can't trust these people, and now it's clear we can't even trust them to protect you.
He did a fine enough job saving your life out at sea.
Del!
He's one of us now. Lord Luis gave him direct personal orders, and you'd still leave him to die. I promised Lord Luis I'd keep an eye on him too. If you get him killed, I'm the one who's failed.
Hear, hear. 3 appropriately stealthy cheers for cooperation. And I'd be very much obliged if some generous spirit could get me untied too.
Ugh, better to let a church leech rot. You're annoying, and you talk too much.
Haha, yeah, I get that a lot. Funny thing though, I get more chatty the more distress I'm in, and I'm quite beside myself here.
We could just shut him up permanently.
No, Del. We don't want to leave a mess. If things get dicey, we've got some meat shields at the least, eh? Gonna need all the manpower we can get if we want that lance.
Basilio
dangerous.
is interesting.
That.
He's
Turns
kind of
out
like
this
the
dragon god might be a bit more real than we thought. And
He's
more
like-
bent out of shape.
He's like the dumbass character who cares for his companions, but like he's the one growing to like this crew currently, while Fidelio still doesn't trust them and only cares for Lady Juna.
They're sacrificing some village lass to it, and the crowd was scared stiff besides. We can't rule out that this dragon's more than a folktale.
So we're to face a dragon? Well, that's just lovely. Untie everyone this instant. Or do you fancy better chances with fewer swords?
Oh, fine, I get it. Just give me a second. Oi, kid.
I love Juna.
Don't make me regret this.
I'll make sure you do.
Nice to be back on the team.
You're completely mental, you know that. Just don't drag us down. Fine, just get over
I like
here
Will.
and I'll let you loose. Oh, you're going last. Considering the size of the island, there's only the one settlement. The chief's young, too, goes by Edeni or something.
Edeni? Was he not the Mastari candidate we met before? I'd no idea he was this island's ruler.
He and the sacrificial maiden are headed for the temple on one of the deserted islands. That's where we find the lance. Oh, and the girl marked for death is his sister.
His own sister?
Something about appeasing the dragon god's anger. All these islanders worship it, and they say the calamities come from its fury.
Is that true?
Course not. Just don't know whether all this superstition is rooted around an actual dragon or a made-up one.
Fair point. I'm curious about this Dracodios being a divine relic myself. If it was found in that temple, then the temple's probably an ancient ruin. Might be the perfect den for a dragon.
Should this creature exist, mortal sacrifice is beyond all reason. No torment is worth taking an innocent life for.
Oh, that's rich from a fallen knight. You think nobody makes sacrifices out there in the real world? Or is all that below you, eh? You ask me, I say at least these people are doing what needs to be done.
Huh, fair enough. Though it would seem beyond the pale, it is not our scale of morality that measures them.
Yet I refuse to stand idly by while innocent lives are at stake.
Who
A clash of
cares
opinions
about
for
what
this
they do
crew.
with their lives? We're here for the lance. Got enough problems without you trying to fix theirs.
These people offer up their very lives for peace. They'd only ever told me these lands were wild and uncivilized, but it's like seeing sanctism reflected in a mirror.
We'll get the spear, of course, but we won't let anyone die. That should be good enough. We've been saying it since the beginning. We help anyone in need, no exceptions. Right, my friend?
Yeah, of course.
That settles it.
Indeed. 'Tis the path we've chosen. Let us withdraw to the Sea Runner first. It shall bear us across the waters to this temple island.
Go on. Give them a chance.
Please, help my sister.
It doesn't know when to like take a quick moment to breathe for like the story beats.
The temple full of Magla.
Pull yourself together, man. He's barely breathing.
Did he just say Magla? I wonder what happened.
We need to get him to the Gauntlet Runner. No, 'tis too deep a wound for its capabilities. To the village, then.
What? Are you mad? You just broke yourselves out of that damned place.
We cannot leave him to die.
I don't understand you lot.
No, this could work out for us. He's the island's chief, right? If we save his life, the whole village might come around on us.
What are you talking about? We already know where the lance is. All we have to do now is take it.
And how about this? I'll follow him because I'm assigned to keep an eye on him. And you have to keep an eye on me because you're my bodyguards.
Fine. Be my guest. But if it comes down to you or the lance, you know I'll have to take the lance. Whatever happens, I can't trust anyone but my family. And my Lord Luis.
Well, Batlin, looks like you'll have to repay the favor a bit earlier than expected. Go tell Nearest what's going on. To be honest, it's possible we won't make it back.
Getting a bit messy, this. Not that I mind. Consider the favor returned. The Gauntlet Runner's just further down, right?
Right. We'll carry this man back to the village. Give me a hand.
Where am I?
Will the game ever learn to let me save?
You're in one of my spare rooms at the inn.
You see, these people brought you here.
Wonders never cease. It's you. But you were being hunted. How did you manage to return safely?
2 of my companions acted as decoys to draw the soldiers away. That was all it took for us to sneak in.
Chief, what happened? Where is your sister?
We made it to the temple, but the air was thick with Magla. Some of the island's beasts have turned feral.
You mean the melancholia set in?
They made short work of our guards. Yuffie and I were separated. I was the only one who fled to the sea.
Alright, sadly, this is where I'm gonna have to end today. This game does not know how to create points for the player to save when it's coming to respective player's time. It's getting ridiculous. But it be what it be. I'll just have to push through a lot of this and get to this exact same point from the next time we continue. So I will catch you dudes next time. Have a good one. Peace out. Sorry for the complaining. It just be what it be. But thank you again for whoever does watch this session. Much appreciated. And I will catch you dudes next time. Have a good one. Peace out and bye.